And I'll start this show. And fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. Let's see.
Observations with Robert Meyer Burnett.
Well, greetings, imagination connoisseurs. Once again, it is I, your Duke of Dope Discourse, your master of fun and wonder, and your plastic crack dealer, Robert Meyer Burnett, and I am here with my favorite Yorkshireman who just celebrated a big bad birthday all the way from the UK. It's Az, Hot Toys himself. You know him, you love him. Happy birthday, Az. How you doing, buddy?
Hi. I'm I'm a little rough today, a little tender. Tender is the night, screwing up my life.
SJ Almighty's firing in already. Diamond stickers.
Diamond.
Sending us diamonds.
Yeah, crazy day yesterday. Really good fun. I've only woken up half an hour ago on the alarm. On the half hour to the stream alarm.
Nice. I love it. I love it. Well, you know, we've been getting in 666 Neighbor of the Beast sent in this propaganda poster. Don't fall for enemy propaganda against alternate scales, against our allies, against 12 scale Lego plush or Playmobil. You know, I don't know what to say about this. It's happening as the scale wars begun. They have. We got something from Gwagnar.
Ooh.
Gwagnar said, "You asked us to pick sides in the scale war. Although I have no animosity towards 6 scale, I have to support the 12th scale collectors as I used to be one over a decade ago." He says, anyways, on to business. Wars are not always won on the battlefield. There's also the battle for the hearts and minds. And Gwagnar has sent in also propaganda posters.
Oh.
So here's one. The Red Skull. You know who else likes 6 scale figures? The Red Skull. Support the 12th scale war effort.
Red Skull into Jordan Peterson.
It's
So in actual fact, he's helping our cause right now, I figure.
Well, I mean, I never thought about that, but this is now that I have. I love this poster. Here's another propaganda poster done by him. Hit them where it hurts. Support the 12th scale war effort. I got Gwagnar. You've definitely embraced the spirit of this. And then and Gwagnar, here's one with Spider-Man. Don't be like Spidey. Support the 12th scale war effort. So there you go.
Thank his buddy.
So there you've got Man of War 665 Neighbor of the Beast is here. He's a Post-Geek Singularity hero. He says, "To war!" Yeah, just like Christopher Lee said in was that in Fellowship?
Undiscovered Country. Oh.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee, sorry. I thought you were Christopher Plumbering on me.
So there's a lot of people who are, I have to say, as far as these scale wars are concerned, we're not getting a lot of support for 6 scale.
You have no idea what I have got planned.
Okay, well, I hope so, because we're getting our asses handed to us.
I have something very special planned. It's gonna take, this isn't an immediate thing, but something is in the works, and it's gonna. Well, let's just say that 1 in 12 people are gonna.
There's people. I'm getting stuff all of the time from new people, and it's all 12 scale. They're sending pictures in. They're doing all kinds of things.
Well, I'm a little bit concerned because it's bad enough that we collect things at our age anyway. But whatever, I ain't grown up.
How can you say that? How can you say that?
Oh no, I say it with the disdain that someone else would throw it at me. But when I woke up yesterday on my birthday, I did find a pair of 1 in 6 white panties.
Wow.
So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but I know who they are as well. I know who they belong to as well.
You do?
Yeah, that's the Goblin Slayers, Sword Maidens, knickknacks.
Are you taking off the undergarments of your 6 scale female figures?
I can promise you, I am not doing that. She actually arrives in box without knickers on.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to, but I just, because she's got like a big flowing dress and everything, it's just like But no, you have to apply.
Ooh.
And she's boxed up right now, so
wow.
She's gonna go Nicholas.
Well, speaking of scale, I've got something to talk to you about. I don't know if you saw.
Hey-o.
I don't know if you saw the announcement. I believe it was the day before yesterday. But Playmates Toys is relaunching a Star Trek line. I don't know if you saw it. Did you? You must have. Okay, now I've got a question for you. So obviously there are 2 major scales. Yeah. There is 6 scale and there is 12 scale. And the 12th scale figures have been embraced. I mean, there's a lot of great 12th scale figures out there. A lot of companies are making 12 scale figures. Now, here's what I find perplexing. So for those of you who don't know, Playmates Toys in the 90s had an incredible line of Star Trek figures. They're relaunching a Star Trek toy line at 1/14th scale. Not 1/12th scale, but their own fakakta scale of 1/14th, which makes no sense to me. If Playmates is going to come out here, for instance, here is their Wrath of Khan figures. Again, these are not 12 scale, they're smaller. And my question is, if they're directed at the collector's marketplace and they're making Star Trek 2 figures for launch, they're also doing here is their next generation range. And then, of course, because they're contractually obligated, here is their Discovery figures. But these figures, to me, in the scale, in 1/14th scale, I don't quite know who are these for. Who are these? I mean, they're not really directed toward the collector market, because who wants 1/14th scale figures when you can get, I mean, so many different companies, whether it's 1/12 Mezco, whether it's Medicom, I'm looking at these figures, and while they're not bad figures, I'm like wondering, well, who are they for? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Now look at this. Now Playmates also made great vehicle toys in the 90s. Great vehicle toys. Well, now here is their new classic Enterprise they're releasing, and I think this looks kind of shitty. And it doesn't look nearly as good. I mean, it's got like lights on the sides that the previous versions didn't, but I look at this and I'm like, it doesn't quite look nearly as impressive as Playmates' other ships that they put out. And then here is their classic Type 2 phaser, and it's all the wrong proportions. It's a deformed version of a Type 2 phaser. Now, to me, this is yet another example. Like, I do love the Playmobil Enterprise, but this is yet another example to me of how the Star Trek franchise, I mean, Playmates, I like their old line, but it was kind of stylized in a fun way. But these new toys are like, I can't believe they're not making them in 1/12th scale to go along with all the other figures for those 12th scale collectors. If you want, these are sort of an off-brand size, and I wonder, why do you think that is? And would you buy any of these?
Short answer, probably not.
Especially when we're getting our XO6 figures.
The XO, sorry, it's taking my vitamin D. The the Exo 6 figures are just so good, and you can see the care and the attention and the love that's put into them, as well as the excitement from the actual creator as well. Yeah. You know, this they are so excited to announce what's coming, give us a little bit of a tease of what's coming, and I think that isn't just marketing. I think that is also the company that's excited in the products that they're making. This comes across as, well, current Star Trek. It just comes across as out of touch, sloppy. That phaser looks awful.
Now, Martino,
because when I saw Type 2 phaser, I was like, oh, excellent, because I don't have one of them, and I love your Type 2 phaser behind you.
Yeah, no, that's all metal. But that's the thing. Martino in the chat, Martino Simone's here, our patron saint of awesome.
Hail.
He says the Playmates phaser is a remake of the early 90s toy. It's the exact same mold. I don't remember that. I think I take his word for it because he knows this stuff. But I mean, I look at this and I'm like, I guess I only had like my Master Replicas phaser. It just looks like, why wouldn't they make a new mold? So the type, I mean, I look at this.
If you're gonna bring out a new line of products, because from what I can see, the head sculpts on the 1 in 14s are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, especially like look at the I think the Khan head sculpt looks great. But even the proportions, like look at the legs, how they like taper in. It's kind of weird, and it's
thigh gap going with all these beautiful men.
A lot of thigh gap. It's just kind of weird. I mean,
it just doesn't look right. And what would I do with them? The Playmobil Enterprise is way better than that.
Mm-hmm.
That is a great, and it's not a little Enterprise. It's huge.
It's huge.
But that's way better. And it just kind of feels, I don't know. It just feels sloppy and lazy and quick and you got to be in tune with the marketplace today, and because kids are not. No kid is gonna buy even Kirk and Spock and Khan, for goodness sake.
No,
they don't know who these people are. They have no idea. So this is very much pointed towards the nostalgia come collector marketplace.
Yeah.
And most collectors are savvy, and most collectors, as you say, we've now sort of settled on the 112 and 16 on the scalings. So why it doesn't marry together with the 1 in 12s?
I mean, unless they're doing 1/14 scale because they're going to build environments like a new bridge or something. But even that, I mean, I look at these next gen figures here, and yeah, they look good. These look good. I'm like the Data's head looks a little strange there, but it's still It seems to me it's just a little, it's odd. I don't know. I mean, I don't like bagging on Star Trek, but if they're bringing out a new line of Star Trek figures, I guess I don't care because Exo 6 is so good. But
I would have, if they're 1 in 12, because I do have 1 in 12. I jest about it, but I got plenty.
I do too. Yeah.
Stuff. And it is good stuff. But you look at stuff like the Metzko stuff, which is coming out. That is outstanding.
Yeah, and I know the price point is they're much more expensive, and that's probably why they want to make these.
But this is a collector's market.
Yep.
I can't see somebody buying those Star Trek toys and saying, "Hey, my young 5-year-old, 6-year-old kiddie, here, this is Captain Kirk from 1966." It's like, meh.
Right.
And it's like, Dad, shove that up your ass and where's my Fortnite, okay? Or they'll be playing with better, more interesting toys like Lego and whatever. So it's kind of like a collector's product that's targeted towards a casual audience, and I don't get the logic.
Yeah, it's weird. Now, before we get to the dropping news, I want to show something. Here's a figure that I have yet to get, but it was released in Hong Kong. But I ordered it through 16 retailers, I think a year and a half ago, maybe.
Wow.
And here it is. Rick Deckard, Blade Runner himself. So these are actual pictures from the release version. And it comes with, it's so awesome, the accessories. So he comes with booze, his gun, his origami, and the cool glasses origami, and then he also comes with the Voight Comp machine to weed out replicants. So there you go. So these pictures dropped. Thanks for Justin sending this to me, but I am very excited for this figure because I've got my Joy, my Ana de Armas right here behind me from Blade Runner 2049. Yes. But Detective K and then the Rick Deckard figure have not shown up. So Martino goes on to say, by the way, Diamond Select made a great series of phasers and other props with accurate proportions some years ago. They did, and I like it. They also made great ships as well. They never made an Enterprise C though, and I was always kind of I was wanting
it's one. Yesterday's Enterprise. That is the only time that we have seen the Enterprise C in live action.
It's true.
And it looked great.
It looked great. It was awesome.
It was such a good it's such a good bridge between the B and the D.
Yeah. Just some guy says he drinks Jimmy Walker.
I had way too much of this.
Nice. Love that.
I do like me some rum.
Right before our show, Hot Toys dropped 2 more Mandalorian figures, and we're always talking about Hot Toys being racist. Where's my Dora Milaje figures? Where's my Okoye from Black Panther?
Oh, absolutely.
This was kind of a welcome breath of fresh air. Casca Reeves from The Mandalorian. Casca Reeves, Sasha Banks, man, and this is a very cool figure. Obviously, we saw her in this last season of Mandalorian. But look, dude, this head sculpt. Look at that head sculpt. My God. It's really, really, really good. And here's Casca Reeves with, I guess that's Bo-Katan and then Fennec Shand. So these are quite awesome. Come on. We have our healthy love of Mandalorian figures. And then
I love my Mandos. I love my bespoke Mandos.
So good. And that's not the only one they dropped today. Axe Woves right here. And no head sculpt on this one, but who cares? It's another great Mandalorian figure. For those of you who... I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't show any head sculpt, but again, a very cool figure. And oops, I showed that twice because it's so nice. But again, I really love this figure. The Sasha Banks figure. That is beautiful head sculpt. Can't wait to get this figure. But again, I'm like, come on, man, where's Okoye?
Come on, man.
Who do I have to pay to get an Okoye figure from the Dora Milaje, man? Come on, man. They're like the stormtroopers of Wakanda. I'd buy a bunch of them with those costumes. But I
bet you would as well.
I know. Nice to see these figures, though. Good to have them.
I like them. I mean, I've got my whole Mando thing going, all my different Mandalorians, and I have the Death Watch, just the regular Death Watch troop, Mandalorian.
Yep.
They actually do have, when you get that, they do have a couple of swappable pieces of armor, so you could get 2 and make and just change it up slightly. And then Axe coming in, and then Sasha Banks comes in, and then you have Katie Sackhoff already on the way, and you've got yourself a nice little collection of Death Watch.
Did you see? Have you watched this week's Book of Boba Fett?
You're a funny guy.
You should watch it.
No, I know what you're referring to. Because you just have to turn on social media and immediately everything there is in front of you.
Well, it was really cool to see Heavy Mando back and the armor back. And it made me even happier that I have my Heavy Mando figure because...
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so... but it was cool.
Difficult to get hold of. Very difficult to get hold of.
Yeah, it's good. it's a good thing. But it was cool to see. It was so weird. I mean, I honestly am very perplexed by the Book of Boba Fett. I really am, because the episode today was not it had nothing really to do with the Book of Boba Fett, and it didn't even, I mean, it was like watching an episode of The Mandalorian, which is exactly what it was. And there's a lot of cool things that happened. I never thought that I would think, even though I have it right behind me, I have a die-cast Naboo starfighter model that I've never put together, but Revell made it, and it's die-cast. And I never liked the design really of the Naboo starfighters. I was like, but this episode of Book of Boba Fett made me like it, and I was like, wow, I never thought I'd see that again. But so it was very fun the way it was used, and I liked it. And I love the idea of Mandalorian now having his own, although it doesn't make sense. Like, it's still just I never liked the idea that in a world of capital ships, that all of these small starfighters are able to go through light speed. Yeah. I've always thought that was kind of like, we saw the Jedi starfighters in the prequels had the jump rings or whatever.
The jump ring.
So the hyperspace rings, and I was like, I guess that's kind of cool, but it seemed like
once you've jumped on, you're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know. It's I don't know. But
I will leave that show for other people to be perplexed over, because from what I've heard, it's not much about Boba Fett either, and I don't know. It sounds like an absolute mess.
It's just I'm like, there's 2 episodes left, and I was watching this show. I'm like, well, this is the show I'd rather be watching.
Still no plot.
Yeah, I'm like, what's happening here? Yeah, it's such a weird. It's like, well, we interrupt the Boba Fett show to bring you back the Mandalorian. It's just so weird.
Well, in all fairness, that kind of makes sense, because the whole thing's, they're not shows anymore. They're literally just devices to move you from product A to product B to product C to product D. So they're not constructed like shows anymore. They're constructed like marketing adverts.
Yeah, but it's just the writing is all over the place. It's so.
Well, maybe hire people who actually have some credentials.
Well,
have you thought about that?
Jon Favreau's written all the episodes of Book of Boba Fett, and I'm still, it's just all over the place. It's just crazy. I don't quite understand it. But yeah. So anyway, these new Mandalorian figures are pretty cool. And since I've seen you last, 1612 is also making more.
Look at it. All the stuff's going. It's all gone. It's all going.
I know. Are things happening?
Things are happening.
I'm excited.
Even on one knee, things are happening.
I hate when I get on one knee.
I just have one active knee. That's all.
Oh, I've got stuff. I've got figures coming, but they're not arriving until Friday. I have a lot of figures coming Friday.
I have had. I have. Oh God, I've got a problem with DH bloody L, and their goddamn. Right, like DHL. Normally, I just get an email that has a link that says "Go here to pay." E-payments, fine, great, that's no problem. I'll do it. I mean, I resent having to pay import fees, but you do what you do. And then every so often, I'll just get an email going, this is way bill number this, and can you just click onto this e-payment thing, and then you click on it, and there's nothing there at all, and then you phone them up and you go, can you just send me the proper email with the bloody import fees, please? And then they just make all these bloody excuses under the freaking sun not to do it properly. So I end up shouting at them because they're fucking useless. And then, I just want just give me the fucking link. So anywho, I had a couple of things arrive. One thing arrive actually. Well, no, 5 things arrive. This is what I've opened up because I really wanted to see this.
Come on, look at that.
Because these Batman Arkham things are just fucking great.
These
are awesome.
That is an awesome figure. Look at that.
And she's got great like on the back.
Oh yeah.
Got the baseball bat, and she's got the huge hammer as well. There's like a Joker in a box accessory. You know, there's some really nice little accessories that come with it, and it's like, I mean, you know, but I mean, this kind of like material is just like, it's really cool, and this is so, look, just the ruffle. I mean, everything about it, from the ruffles on the skirt to the leather kind of body strap. You know, it's just like so many different kind of flavors here, and she looks so good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like the Harley Quinn that I know, you know.
One of my moderators, Josh Levesque, just sent in a hot dog.
Ooh, hot dog.
Ooh, wow.
And then my 4 remaining Stormtrooper commanders. So they arrived.
Really?
Yeah. So I now have 5. So I'm taking, and when they open up, because they're still boxed up, but when they open up, I'm going to take the orange shoulder pad off them, and they're going to become regular Stormtroopers.
Wow.
With just, you know, like little distress on them, so they're ready for the field.
The Uber Geek wants to know if you would like a deluxe Frosk 6-scale figure.
Shoved in a blender, yeah. That woman is embarrassing herself on social media right now.
She's definitely
like, if anyone wants to talk to me, come talk to my manager. We'll set something up. And I'm just like, manager, you fucking prima donna twat. Talk to apply through my manager. Oh, shut up, you fucking child.
I say that all the time. Call my manager.
Yeah, call my manager. No, I definitely would not.
Really? I can't imagine why.
I know. How weird is that, huh? But yes, I have this thing that I'm having with DHL, this problem with them just telling me, just tell me how much.
Now, when you order something from like Toys Wonderland or something, and do you have to, does it come into the country and then you have to pay for the import fees? So how does that work with you guys?
I've had a little problem with Toys Wonderland.
Oh.
Recently. They sent me an email saying, this is before Christmas, prior to Christmas. This is, I think, early December. Saying that the triangle Squid Game figure is not coming out. Okay. So they said, we're going to refund you for that. They refunded me for 1 figure. I had ordered 8.
Right.
So I was waiting for the other refund to go through. Never went through. So I had to chase them. So I chased them recently. And I was like, hi, look, you know, you've sent this through. You've only ever sent me a refund for 1 figure. Here are the 2 orders that I placed. There's 2 on this order. There's 6 on this order. So even the one that had 2 on, how come you've only given me refund on 1? But never mind. So I said, you know, you owe me. And then they sent just an email back going, no, you've been paid. So I just got all the data together, all the order data together, the refund order data together from PayPal and everything. Like, sent it all through to them. I was like, no, look. So then I got an email back saying, we'll look into it. Stand by. We'll look into it. So anyway, like a couple of days later, I get a refund for, I think, 6 of them. So there's like that would be 7 refunded in total,
right? With 1 still
technically outstanding, and then nothing back from them. No, sorry, you were right. You know, yeah, we looked into it, and nothing. No, I've had absolutely nothing back from them since, and they still owe me for 1. So it's just like, I'm not particularly happy with that.
Yeah, I've got a lot of things I've paid off from them, and I'm still trying. Every time I've tried to pay the shipping invoice, that it doesn't go through. So I'm trying, Ringo. I'm trying real hard.
Real hard.
Matt Line sends in a hot dog and he wants you to say it in the style of Jean-Luc Picard.
Hot dog, number one.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wow. All right. I'll take that. That's good.
But yeah, at the moment, one of the good things about Toys Wonderland was it was like technically shipping from Australia, so right. I wasn't paying import fees because of the trade deal between Britain and the UK, part of the Commonwealth, and all that sort of business. Now they're shipping directly from Hong Kong. And God, all I can say is I am so grateful yesterday to people on my birthday. They were just insane. But when my T60 Fallout armor came, and it's a big box. It's like a box like that big, and it's like that deep, and it's like 2 trays, and one's got the exoskeleton of the guy, and then the other tray's got all the armor and the accessories. Because that's like the base model. Then you can just buy like armors to go on top of the exoskeleton that you've already purchased with the T60. And they shipped that directly from Hong Kong. And I got lumbered with a £350 import fee. That was more than the fucking product.
How did that happen?
Now, I don't know if it was more than the product, but it was close to. I was furious. So it's just like I don't know now if it's better for me to, on the third party stuff, just go with like 1 in 6. There's some crazy stuff going on in the collector market, which we'll get to if you want in a bit.
Yes.
With so toys and whatnot. I'm just wondering, like, I might as well just go elsewhere right now because I'm not. I'm not paying import fees on a place that I shouldn't be paying import fees on because they're shipping them completely from a different country now, which is making me pay import fees on them.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with Sideshow. I love shopping at Sideshow. I know Justin's not a big fan, and yes, I know that they've done their jiggery pokery with Toys Wonderland in the past and whatnot. But as regards to customer service, they get things done.
Yeah.
They get things done immediately, and they have gone above and beyond on a few occasions, like when they sent me to Batman Hush, and I only ordered 1, and I contacted them and said, "Hey, look, you sent me 2 instead of 1," and then they just came back to me and went, "Keep it." So I got 2 Batman Hush. They sent me a box of Daredevils instead of just the 1 Daredevil that I ordered.
Right.
So, they were just like, "We'll come and collect, and we're going to give you some compensation for that." They sent me the wrong Destiny Hunter color. I went with a different shade, and even though they took it back and didn't give it to me, they gave me some compensation for that.
Wow, that's good.
So this is a company that it does look after its customers. So yeah, I was a bit annoyed by this whole Toys Wonderland business, and more the way that they were so cocksure that they had, paid me correctly, and they hadn't at all, and then they didn't even apologize for the mistake. Never mind anything else.
Yeah. Well,
but the weird thing is, sorry, I'm going on a bit here, I know. But I also said, by the way, if you owe me for the circles and the squares, which are these amounts, and then they came back and said, "Oh no, the circles and the squares are still coming." So I'm just like, the circles and squares are still coming, but you're saying that they've cancelled the triangles, and I'm just like, something tells me this order is just going to be a freaking nightmare when it does eventually all come through. This is just going to be a nightmare.
Bob Dylan says he was hoping for a surprise Axe Woves head sculpt like they did with Mysterio, but since the price is the same as the Death Watch, it's doubtful. Yeah, that's a bummer. I'm surprised. I mean, especially with the Sasha Banks with this great head sculpt. I mean, this is the Cosca Reeves head sculpt is really, really, really good. and you'd think that you'd get the same thing, but I guess it's a way to milk our money from us. It's a way to get us for a little amount.
Yeah, I mean, Sasha Banks came back for an episode. He didn't. Yeah. Well, she came back for a couple of. Yeah. He didn't. Why? Why didn't Axe come back for the finale as well?
I don't know.
Is it because he had a penis?
It could very well be.
I think so, judging by the bridge at the end of the episode. There's only one penis out on this bridge, and that's Pedro Pascal.
I
like it. I'm still gonna get it.
Says hi, Az and Rob, feeling so good after Book of Boba Fett season 1 episode 5. Din Djarin brought the sexy back. Can't wait to get my first Fett figures and more. And has her own YouTube channel. You got to go check it out. She's just started broadcasting live herself.
Nice.
So go give her show
subscription.
A look. Go subscribe. Do that right now. Get a subscription right now and do it.
See, I can't do it right now because I'm currently ordering 2 Mandalorian figures. But,
as well you should. Yes, and the name of her channel, by the way, is Positive Fandom. And she's at 394 subs. Let's take her to 1,000. So retweet Positive Fandom. Go right now. Go sign up. Do it.
Do it now.
Hitchhiker 42 says, any word from Exo 6 when I can pre-order Jerry Ryan? Well, I've seen pictures or a picture of the prototype, and I think that and of course they showed it, but I think it's coming soon. I think the last pre-order was Q. So that's coming. Q is coming.
Judge Q is the latest pre-order.
Yeah.
They're so good. I am Exo 6 excite me.
I love Exo 6, and their customer service is great. They put something up for pre-order.
Who do I need to speak to? I still need to speak to that dude, man.
Yeah, you do. You got to speak to him. I'll hook you up.
Yeah, yeah.
He's probably in the chat today.
We gotta talk.
Terrier says the Norwegian king has decreed that 6th scale is best.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're from Norway, and he is, Terrier knows what's up. He knows what's up.
I mean, Norway's, as much as I cheer, inviting the Taliban to talk about women's rights.
Wait,
that's just a waste of fucking taxpayers' money there, dude. They're shipping over some of the Taliban. It's costing the fucking Norwegian taxpayer like 3.9 million. And they're there to talk about women's rights within Afghanistan. Yeah, good luck with that. Yes, we heard you. Yes, we heard your concerns. We will go back and amend stuff. And then they go back.
Padistic asks, which Luke Skywalker figures would you recommend?
Oh, okay. How much time have you got?
I'll tell you what figure I can't wait to get is the Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder pilot.
Yes!
That figure looks so good.
Well, particularly because we've both got one in sticks snow speeders on order from Jazz Inc.
Yeah.
Which is going to make it even better. But I have just, because I'm doing my ting and I've thrown all the boxes out. So what I've been doing is I've been taking the boxes, opening, getting all the accessories out, bagging them.
Wait, you've been throwing all your boxes away?
Yeah.
Your Hot Toys boxes?
Yeah.
You're throwing them away.
I'm not reselling these things. They're not getting resold, dude.
I know, but I can't. I've hard pressed.
I have no room. I am sleeping with toys.
It makes sense. If you're going to do it, I'm going to do it.
I need some. Look.
If you're going to do it, I'm doing it too.
Yeah, I was speaking to George, and I was just like, I ain't got room, George. I ain't got room anywhere, George. And George was like, yeah, I'm gonna chuck my boxes. Like, I'm doing it. So I bought some baggies, all different sizes of baggies, and I have literally been spending hours over the last week, taking boxes, opening boxes, taking accessories out, bagging them, labeling them. They've now gone into another box. I got how many more to do? Done you. So we're kind of up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got, let's say, 10 to 15 left to do. And then all the boxes have been chucked out.
Wow.
They've gone. And it's just freeing up some space, a much needed space. So that's excite for me.
Wow.
So it's happening again slowly but surely. But yeah, I ain't selling these. These are my babies, you know. I ain't selling them. If I fall on hard times, yeah, everything falls apart. My bank account's cleared out. I'm homeless. With just bags of my toys together. I'm sucking dick to make money. I ain't selling them. I ain't selling them at all, dude. I'm fucking on my hands and knees and I'm nodding like a fucking dog in the back of a car for my cash, okay?
You know someone's going to make a picture of that. Someone's going to do it.
Don't
artwork.
care. I have said much worse in my time.
With you with a big bag of Hot Toys figures on your back. Can you imagine?
I'll be like freaking Santa 360. Oh, are these for the kids? Fuck off, woman!
We haven't even answered Pedistic's question.
Oh, what was the question? Sorry.
Favorite Luke Skywalker figures.
Okay, that got a little out of hand. I apologize. Okay, got a little carried away with that one. The snow speeder Luke looks amazing. Oh yeah, what I was gonna try and say was, because I've been doing these unboxing and taking out the accessories, one of them was my Sideshow Luke Skywalker, which is the one that comes with his Return of the Jedi garb, and then you can turn that off for the final battle with Vader, and it does clip down the black.
Yep,
does clip down to reveal the white, and it also comes with the Endo poncho and helmet sculpt.
Right. Yep.
So you could have the speeder bike as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's great. That model is absolutely fantastic. And I'm also really excited for the Mando Luke, because it comes with the dark cloak, and it's going to be a slightly different head sculpt, and probably light up effect of the lightsaber, which this one doesn't have. And it's also, if you got the like the collector's one, it's going to come with a dark trooper that's like been torn apart as well. So
wow. Well, in terms of, like, I have to say that I love my 2-pack, my DX Bespin Luke that comes with 2 figures, but that's really, really hard to get, and it's also ridiculously expensive. I really like my A New Hope Luke, you know, the white, this from the Tatooine Luke. I love that figure. I do like the Hot Toys, the Luke Skywalker that I have from Jedi, you know, in the black robes with all the different things.
Yeah.
I like those figures. Those are the ones that jump to mind. And then that Snowspeeder pilot's amazing.
The Snowspeeder, I tell you what, just as a personal, my favorite Luke look in Star Wars is his Bespin. I love Luke in Bespin.
I do too.
I do too. That's my favorite personal Luke Skywalker look in general.
I completely agree. Sean's World has an interesting philosophical question. Ooh. Sean's World says, just my tuition, RMB, cheers as. Do you guys think within the next 5 to 10 years things will change honestly? If not, I'm going to stay and fight for the soul of these IPs, but keep up the good work, gents. You know, here's what I think. Here's what, when it comes to our beloved IPs that we love so much, the problem is, and Star Wars and Star Trek and Doctor Who, they're owned by corporations, and corporations are not storytellers. They're corporations, and the corporations have their own needs, or they have their own agenda. They have, like, look, Disney is a family. They're because they're a family-oriented company. You know, when you're making a show like The Book of Boba Fett, which could be a really dark, R-rated exploration into the Star Wars universe, that's not what we end up getting. And I think that it's an enemy. Having an agenda like that, an umbrella agenda, is hampering a lot of the IPs that we've known and loved. I mean, Star Wars, really, if you think about it, Star Wars, whether or not you like the prequels or not, they're the brainchild of George Lucas. Did you freeze? I think you froze. Oh, well. Anyway, what I was saying is that Star Trek, it was Gene Roddenberry, then Rick Berman really took over, and now we're getting the Star Trek IP is being driven basically by one company underneath a bigger company, and they've got their own agenda as well, and messaging and craziness, and I don't know if we're ever going to get our big IPs in the position where they're run by great storytellers. But then on the other hand, I look at something like, it's not one of our beloved IPs, but I look at Ozark, Ozark season 4, and I'm having a great time with that. And that's what I like. I like seeing great storytelling. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get our IPs back. I mean, they're talking about Russell Davies coming back and David Tennant playing Doctor Who again, which on one hand, I think that's a good idea. But on the other hand, it kind of violates, unless out they're going to make it a flashback, you're just going to see more David Tennant adventures before he regenerates. But I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, I think that our IPs that are, they're just in the thrall of bigger companies, the storytelling is compromised, and I don't know what to do about that. I don't know. I guess we have the old stuff, but it's kind of a bummer. Let's see. Oilers Workshop sends in a super chat and says, Toys Wonderland was asking me to look up info for them for 2 months to get 4 orders canceled. Like they couldn't find it. When I caved and I said, just send them, they suddenly had all the info. Yeah, I mean, I've been paying off some figures partially through them, and I think I've got like 8 things paid off. And I keep trying to get them to send them to me, but they haven't. I don't know where Az went. Az has disappeared, but he looked like he had something happen with his computer. Maybe he'll come back. Sean's World goes on to say, as an RMB, where do you find yourself in 5 years? Just asking honestly. That's a good question. I mean, it's an interesting question. I was pondering this today. Like, obviously, I have Dota Dragon's Blood Season 2. I was the animatic editor, like with Season 1. Hopefully there'll be a Season 3. And Tango Shalom came out. So other than YouTube, right now, I do not have a project on the horizon. Hopefully they will greenlight Season 3 of Dota. But right now, the only thing that I have going on for me personally, work-wise or whatever, is YouTube. The various shows. And John Campy, I'm going to go to work more full-time with him. So it's tough. I mean, it's hard now. It's harder than ever for a middle-aged white cis male to get a project off the ground in Hollywood. It's just the reality of the business now. So I don't know. We'll see. So in 5 years, I'd like to have another couple of projects under my belt. I'd like to produce a few more movies. And I've always got projects that are in the works, but nothing actually happening yet. But that doesn't mean it won't happen tomorrow. So I don't know. But that's a good question. I mean, I'm constantly asking myself, where am I going to be? And hopefully not 6 feet under. We shall see. Maybe let's see if I can. I'm going to see if I disconnect and maybe Az can't get in here. And he's back. Az is back. Yep, I can hear you. Welcome back, Az.
Hi.
So the question that has been asked by Sean's World asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Basingstoke.
What is that?
It's just placed it somewhere. I don't know. McDonald's? I don't know. It's like nearly 9 o'clock at night, so I might be having tea. I guess. I'm not sure what I'd have. It might be, I don't know, sausages, peas, mashed potatoes. 5 years? I don't know. I mean, who knows how long this YouTube gig lasts for?
That's what I was. Yeah, it's interesting. That's the thing that I wonder about. Like, how long does it last for? I don't know.
But I mean,
maybe
I've been doing this gig for 10 years, nearly 10 years in April.
Wow,
That's
really?
a long time. Yeah,
that is a really long time.
And it took me 2 years of doing YouTube just to be able to pay rent.
Right.
And then another 6 years to be able to pay rent, bills, and have just a little bit left over. And then the last 2 years have been much, much better. So, there's just a lot of determination with YouTube. Now, if YouTube don't change their policies for the next 5 years, then I still see myself on YouTube in 5 years' time. But in what capacity would be interesting? Would it be more stream orientated? Would I have different channels? Because I do have the Hot Toy channel, which is coming eventually. But I gotta, all this stuff's gotta get sorted, and it's happening. It's so there's the Hot Toy channel becoming a reality. I was speaking to Gary about this the other day, actually, and I was saying, you still have your main channel to do your main channel videos, but it's going to be great to balance out. Let's say the stuff doesn't get better in fandom, and companies still push out all this woke nonsense like Batgirl and all that kind of crap. Then I've still got like wonderful things like the Hot Toy channel to balance it with.
Right.
And the little extra kind of stuffs that we do to balance that, because I find it's so much fun to do and talk about and show off and whatever. And once this is all cleared out and done, I'm going to be able to produce some of the videos which I've been desperate to do for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying that while you had disappeared, I didn't have you back. I was the same thing. I mean, I always am looking for projects and things to do, but the landscape in terms of who gets hired in Hollywood has changed. And middle-aged white cis males are not exactly we're not in favor right now. So
no,
and it's harder than ever to try and get projects off the ground, but that's fine. It's always been tough. But I do like the YouTube thing. For me, in April will mark my 7th year on YouTube. I started in April of 2015 on Collider Heroes and with John Campia and John Schnepp. And it's funny, I'm still streaming with Campia, in 2022. And so I like it. It's fun. It's I've still, as long as I'm having a good time.
Death of Superman still remains one of my great favorite documentaries of all time.
Yeah, it was such a shame. I mean, I miss him all the time. I think about John all the time. But yeah, they did such a great job. Velox Equitus says, do you think Justin keeps all of his boxes? I think he does, because I've seen pictures of all of his boxes, and I think he does keep all of his boxes. But I think he keeps them somewhere else, like at a storage place or something.
Yeah, I'm storing mine in a skip.
What is a skip?
What is a skip?
Yeah, what's a skip?
Skip's like a place you dump your refuge in, and then like a third party hires you hire a skip, and people dump stuff in a skip, and then they take it away.
We call it a dumpster. You get it. You can have a dumpster brought to you, and then you fill it up.
Okay.
They take it.
We call them skips.
Skips. I didn't know what that was. Peter Pacheco says, "Hail 6-scale war generals. # positive fandom enablers assemble." That is, of course, that's Urton's channel. So go to Positive Fandom on YouTube and subscribe. Terry sends in a super chat, says, say hot dog in the style of having one in your mouth and a bag of hot toys on your shoulder. Okay. That's terrible, Terry. That's terrible. Lost for Words says, hail RMB. Always love hearing your dulcet tones. As you always make me smile. Hope you had a good birthday, you fucking legend.
I had a wonderful birthday. It was wonderful. It was great to share a lot of it with you guys as well. So it was a heck of a time.
Just some guys in the chat. I just watched his video about DC Comics not selling anything except Batman titles.
Yeah.
If you guys don't watch Just Some Guys channel, you should, because I watch it all the time. I love his videos. But
DC dead company.
Yeah, killing the Justice League? Like, wait, what? Why?
It's okay because their diverse replacements are all there ready and waiting to tank the company.
Yeah,
even further.
It's crazy. It's nutty. Absolutely insane. And let's see what else. What else is there?
This could be the shortest death of a Justice League in history, bro.
It could be. I just don't understand. What's the point?
The point is to get a headline in the New York Times.
I guess
to get it to maybe pop a quick sale, like Tom Taylor's Superman. You know, they turned Superman's son gay, so they could push a narrative and get a good sales boost, and they got a good sales boost on the as a gay episode, and then the next month out. Gone, not even charted in the top 50. From number 6 to out the charts.
Yeah,
that's the longevity. That's basically the longevity of a press pop nowadays. It's a 1 month window and out. There's no longevity to it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's what a bummer.
So in if I was not being kind, it is kind of now like a modern day circus. It's modern day freak show. We're going to do this. We're going to pop one of these. Come round up. Come see what latest thing we've done. Round up.
Well, yeah,
you go home.
I don't understand. Like we were talking about when the idea of our IPs, like how long do we stick with the IPs? You know, and I find it strange that right now we have these corporate interests that are peddling these narratives because these narratives are fashionable now, you know, at least on social media, but there's no longevity there. You know, you still have to tell great stories and you have to have great characters. Like I was going to ask you, what do you think of Russell Davies and maybe David Tennant coming back to Doctor Who?
Well, I mean, Russell Davies is coming back to Doctor Who. He is running the show. He was great back in 2005. I have a lot of respect for Russell T Davies, and the hilarious thing about all this preaching and whatnot is Russell T Davies is an openly gay man, and
right.
it was never a secret at the time. It was never a secret when he took over. You know, he'd done Queer as Folk and all this kind of stuff, which was very well received. And
in Children of Earth, you know, Captain Jack has a
Captain Jack,
he has a relationship, and it was tragic. You know, it was truly shattering what happened in that 5-episode series, which is still one of the best.
It was well done.
It was so well done. Yeah.
So you know, nobody had any issue because Russell T Davies was just producing fun Doctor Who episodes.
Right.
And everyone loved it, and everyone loved the Tennant run, particularly because, you know, David Tennant is a very charming man. He's a very good actor. He's a very charming man. He carries himself very well. You know, very handsome as well. You know, see, he ticks all the boxes. And we were just getting good quality entertainment. And you can go back and watch those Doctor Who episodes over and over again because they were made as entertainment. They weren't made as current day narratives. Now, Russell, this is a 17-year later Russell T Davies. Has Russell changed? I don't know. I do not know. I don't believe the rumor that Tennant's going to come back as the Doctor.
Right.
But if, just for argument's sake, let's play devil's advocate and say they are going to bring Tennant back as the 10th Doctor, instead of the Time Lord regenerating, it kind of regresses back through cycles until it gets to Tennant again, and then it stops at Tennant, and then they base a story around why has this happened.
Right.
Why have Okay, which is, and you can do that. Then okay, it looks to me like they're desperately trying to hotshot the popularity of Doctor Who back due to the damage, the absolutely virtually irrefutable damage that has been done by Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker, because it is a partnership, because Jodie came in with really bad faith to the franchise before she'd even filmed a minute. But ultimately, unless they retcon the Timeless Children, Doctor Who's going to be dead for so many people. And if, this announcement of who's going to be the next Doctor is going to be, I think, exceedingly important for a lot of Doctor Who fans on whether or not they say, okay, now it's over. Now it's done. It doesn't look like they're changing their ideology. So, thanks, but no thanks. I want to have faith in Russell T Davies. I truly do, because he does come across as such a nice guy as well.
Yep.
But the world has gone nuts, and ideology has gone crazy the last few years, and entertainment doesn't look. You just look at Discovery. Doctor Who, Discovery, Star Wars. These aren't entertainment shows anymore. They're ideologically based, and it's killed entertainment. Ideology is the death of entertainment.
One of my favorite things to listen to is the Real Housewives. They're ripping and Just Like That, the new Sex and the City show. The new Sex and the City show and Just Like That is beyond ideology. It's gone. You pick your buzzword topic, whatever you want. They've shoehorned it into this show. It's virtually unwatchable. And I liked Sex and the City and these characters. But the Real Housewives podcast, I didn't think anyone could hate a TV show more than I hate Star Trek Discovery. The Real Housewives, they hate and Just Like That more than I hate Discovery. And what's so funny is they're not entertainment pundits necessarily. They're just like this one woman. She gives me just incredible delight. Because when you're watching it Just Like That, I wonder, who is this show supposed to be for? Like,
not us.
Yeah, where is the entertainment in this show? And it's crazy. By the way, Fat Steven Seagal, he just is a member. He's been a member for 6 months. Thank you. And sends in a hot dog too.
Can you share? I'm going to send you something, but you've got it. You had it sent to you. Can you share Chris C's picture that he's just sent to us both?
Is it on Twitter?
Great. Yeah. He's just sent it to us on Twitter, both of us on Twitter, and that is superb.
Let's see.
I need that Batman, the OG Arkham Batman. I need that.
Ooh, look at this. Wow. You know what? Is that the new this Batman figure? Is that an Arkham Batman?
The one on the far left?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the original Arkham. That's from the first game.
God.
That's what his costume looks like in the first game. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Hang on. Let me put this.
So just need to lower the belt down slightly. The belt's just slightly high.
This is from Chris C. Here's a picture of his Arkham. It's the Arkham Batman Beyond. It's the Arkham Batman and the Arkham Batgirl. Man, I need to pick up. I'm sure that Batman's a fortune now, but man, are these cool. These are really, really, really cool. I mean, I've got the Batman Beyond and the Batgirl, but that Batman is dope. Yeah, that's those are wow. That is fantastic. Look at that. Superhero Displays, 1 of 3, goes on to say, hail, I asked y'all grails to make up for the case company collapse, etc. With as that proved not possible. However, I came up with an idea as you're building a Bats shrine. So I have some items that hopefully, as an old school Bats comic fan, so I'm sending you some things that may hopefully complement your coming Bat Cave. Sir R&B, I had some better luck with your grails. However, as they're coming from China, the Chinese New Year may delay it by a month or two. That's okay. I'll wait. I'll keep the surprise, but all I can say is don't buy anything from the Ragnarok just yet. Wow, that would be amazing. That's very nice of you, and I'm sure Az will enjoy whatever bats whatever you can give him for the Batcave. Man, I'm still looking.
This rendezvous, I think, this terrible trouble at my end.
Oh wait, you're having trouble? You can't hear me?
I can hear you, but my live chat room is now just a pixelate. It's just. I'll take a quick photo. It's quite funny.
That's so weird. Something is weird going on with YouTube in general, because I'm looking at this bit rate of the stream. It's very weird. Manowar 665 Neighbor of the Beast says false bravado complaints about boxes and storage does not a strategy make. See the 1/12 contingents massing and mobilizing. Victory will be ours. That's it's not exactly great. He made this, just so if you haven't seen it. I want to say XO Manowar 665 Neighbor of the Beast made this propaganda poster, and there you go. So I love this poster. Remember, size queens are trying to get us fighting amongst ourselves. We are, because the 6th scale contingent will emerge victorious. There might be.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, Chris C says, tip for anyone looking for Moji cases. Big Bad Toy Store has the DF60 in stock with $4 shipping. I may have bought 4. Wow.
Sorry, which one? Sorry, I missed the
DF60s. The big Bad Toy Store has DF60s in stock with $4 shipping. That's great. I may have bought 4. Wow. That's amazing. I would definitely do that. I have 9, but I got to find out where we're going to move to. 10. They're fantastic. I mean, I keep looking at Justin's display, and I'm like, oh, no, I need that. I definitely need that.
I don't. Well, I was going to say I hate myself. I don't. I love myself. I hate the fact that I say to myself, right, okay, we've got plenty of stuff on pre-order. Let's just let some of it come in, relax, chill, have a bath, take my bra off. And then it doesn't matter what site I go to, where I turn to, some twat is releasing something amazing. And I'm just like, I got to pre-order that now. And I've got the Martian. Oh, hello. Have I gone?
Is that better now? Do you see?
Well, after you put the propaganda picture up, it cleared the mess off.
Oh.
So
well, there you go.
But the Martian Manhunter's on its way to me.
I saw that. I just got a shipping notice about Martian Manhunter myself, which is very exciting. You got to love that Martian Manhunter.
Well, there's a Justice League, absolutely complete. Well, no, waiting for Cyborg, but Cyborg's a Titan.
Fat Steven Seagal says, "Hi Rob, hail Az. Just checking in on my Slave One. It's right over there. I love my diecast Slave One. It's fantastic.
Slave One is great. It's one of the best ships in Star Wars. Is Slave One,
and it is a great ship. And I will never call it anything but the Slave One.
No, sir.
It is a fire spray class ship.
Fire spray sounds like a fucking venereal disease. Oh, I tell you what, I met this girl the other night at nightclub, mate. I've had fire spray ever since.
Oh, ouch, ouch. Bob Dylan sends in a super chat and says, "We need a Scale Wars update after that cheap shot." Well, I'll tell you, these. I'm telling you, the propaganda posters. This one's pretty good too. I love this one. You know who else likes 6 scale figures? The Red Skull. Support the 12th scale war effort. I'm collecting these pictures that people are sending me, and I'm going to make like a coffee table book out of them because I think that would be damn fun.
Just imagine if we crowdfunded a 6 scale, 12 scale wars book.
Well, that's what I want to do.
It had images of all the stuff that happened and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm taking and you and I can write the prose. Like to document the actual war using people's pictures.
Yeah.
So, which I think we should do. We should absolutely do that. But yeah. So what else? So Martian Manhunter is shipping. That is true. I knew that.
Wait, hold on. So Boba Fett wasn't even in this week's episode.
No. No. Fennec Shand was.
Oh, I know. I bet.
Yeah, I know.
I am. No. I'm going to say it.
What can you do? It's odd. It was very odd. So
they're doing great waves to well, they're doing exactly what they want to do, which is deconstruct and make Boba Fett just look like a fucking clown. So they can push Fennec Shand as their new crime lord by the end of the 6th, 7th episode, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, but it's like we were following Boba Fett, and then they just decided, let's do a Mandalorian episode right in the middle.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a story about him, and the dark saber and his Beskar spear and all this stuff, and it's just like, wait, what? It's only 7 episodes long. I don't understand. But I'm not going to give Fat Steven Seagal my diecast Slave One. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Never gonna do it. Never gonna do it. Never.
You know what I'm seeing tonight? Moonfall. I'm seeing Roland Emmerich's new movie, Moonfall. I'm very excited. I can't wait. I'm very excited. It's going to be.
It looks like trash.
I don't know what to tell you, but it's certainly. I
saw the trailer. I thought it looked like trash. Somebody said to me, they went, but isn't it good that at least it just looks like silliness instead of woke? And I'm like, that's not an excuse.
It's gonna be
not
great.
An excuse. Just because it doesn't look woke doesn't mean it doesn't have to be good.
It's gonna be great. Are you kidding? It's the cinematic event of 2022. I can't wait. It's going to be great. Great.
I wanted to stab fucking Samuel Tully in the face.
I bring it on.
Do you know what he came across to me? He came across as a discount Nick Frost.
Oh, he might. Come on. That's
no coming on. Discount Nick Frost, an unfunny discount Nick Frost.
Superhero Displays asks, is y'all P.O. Boxes the best place to send? Also, yes. Is the Black Wing from Art by Art from Zack Snyder's Justice League or from Justice League? The Black Wing from Art by Art. I don't know. If it's Zack Snyder's Justice League, I'd be all over that. Not just because of the film, but also the design. I'm asking you experts as the color corrections throw me off. I have to look this up. I don't know what this is. Black Wing.
No, I'm looking at Black Wing Art by Art.
Art by Art. I don't know what that is. I'm looking.
Talking about the tactical Batman. Okay.
Oh.
Black Wing is the third-party name for tactical Batman.
Oh. Okay.
It's a third-party company that's clearly got the mold, and they're trying to make tactical Batman from the Justice League.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at that right now. Okay.
So they're calling it Black Wing instead of tactical Batman. I have the tactical Batman suit.
Do you like it?
So I actually have the. Yeah, it's great.
This figure though, this one looks really, really good.
The head sculpt looks a bit ropey. I much prefer my tactical Batman.
Yep. It's great. It's great though. Yeah, I would always go with if Hot Toys usually beats out third party. So, but if that's all you can get and you want it, it's not bad.
Yeah, that was it. The Bruce Wayne head looks awful. Does not look good.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, it's not. No, it doesn't even look proportionate.
Yeah, I'm looking at this head sculpt now. The Bruce Wayne head sculpt is not good. It doesn't look right. And it looks way too small for the body.
Yes.
It's way too small.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's the third party name. It's third party.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. Not impressed. As a matter of fact, why don't I'll put it up. Yeah, this is not a great Bruce Wayne head sculpt. And I'll show it. It's not good.
Ooh. Oh, I need to quickly check what the ratings for Naomi were last night.
Here is the Bruce Wayne Blackwing head sculpt. It's not great. Not great. Uh-oh, wait. Wait, tell us.
They've lost another 140,000 people from episode 2 to episode 3 in the first season.
Ooh, that's not good.
The show is already down to under 600,000 people viewing on the first season.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, but it's terrible.
It's not good. Fat Steven Seagal. Fat Steven Seagal says, "Fire spray Leia is crushed. I still love you. Hashtag RIP dreams." Well, you know what? Maybe one day, Fat Steven Seagal, you'll get the fire spray. I'll be dead, but you'll get it. Oilers Workshop says, "I make dioramas live on my YouTube channel." That's cool. And next up is the Cajun card dealer. I love that figure. Mine will be here Friday too. I need ideas. You gents have any suggestions? We started one for Tank Trooper last Sunday. Ooh, I'd like to see that. Oilers Workshop, is that the name of your YouTube channel? I would assume it is. The Cajun card dealer, what would be... I don't know. You know what I would like to see? If you're going to do that, what if Gambit was sitting down playing cards with a bunch of other characters and someone's cheating and he jumps up with his power thing and you see the people he's playing with at the table backing up from him or something. I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Norwegian Kryptonian wants to know if we'll ever see a Toby or Andrew 6-scale Hot Toys. Well, I have both. I have both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Hot Toys Spider-Man already. But if they make new ones, I would imagine with the success of the film, they probably will. Mick, do you think they will?
Well, we've seen the Green Goblin now out.
Yep.
For pre-order.
Yeah.
On Hot Toys. In the picture, you can see Doc Ock in one of the pictures, so it's teasing that Doc Ock is also on the way.
Right.
Third-party companies have re-released their Toby Spider-Man.
Yep.
But the Andrew one is very difficult to get. So who knows? Who knows right now? I was quite surprised that we didn't get like the end suit Spidey being shown out already, but yeah, I got a feeling we're gonna start to see some no way home stuff start to filter through.
Yeah,
I'd love a 2-pack Toby and Andrew.
Indeed. I'm with you. I am with you. Well, what else? I guess.
Oh, Tom. Just as a matter of interest, Tom Taylor has responded to the sales of Gay Superman 6 by saying that no, it didn't sell well in December because it didn't come out until January the 4th. Okay, so that's great. So in other words, Superman number 5 didn't chart. Okay, so Superman 5 didn't chart. Great. That's a great. It's a great sales pitch for your comic. So the previous comic didn't even chart. Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, that's not good. Well, I guess since we're at the end, of our show.
No, have you shown the Green Goblin figure off?
The new one?
Yeah,
I didn't put that up. You want me to put that up?
Yeah, let's just show the peeps. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I've been talking about it with Justin. But yeah, why not? Let's put it up. And it's pretty great. And let's put this up. And I will make this I will do the screen. All right. Now, did you? Because I have the Toys Era Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to? I mean, obviously, you must be getting it, right?
I don't have the Toys Era one.
Not the Toys Era, but I mean, you're going to get the Hot Toys.
I have pre-ordered. I've actually just purchased outright already. Actually, the deluxe Green Goblin.
Here it is. Here is the Green Goblin figure, and it's pretty great. And you look at it, so it looks pretty great. And obviously, he comes with pumpkin bombs, and he comes with that glider. And there's the figure version, and then there's the deluxe version, which comes with the glider, which lights up, which has LED features in it. I mean, this is a pretty impressive figure. I mean, I gotta say, it does look better than the Toys Era one, but it's really. I mean, there you got the Doc Ock, obviously the pincers, which also look great. So, I mean, look at that. Come on, that's a great figure. Great pose, and then look, the Willem Dafoe. That kind of looks like Paul Rudd, but there's a Willem Dafoe. Here's the smiling Paul Rudd, but that's pretty cool. I mean, they probably don't have the likeness right, or they're not going to show it yet. But I mean, that alone, how cool is that? I mean, yeah, that's pretty much a must own, I think.
I mean, it was a great little treat when Mysterio arrived, and there was a Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt in there.
Yeah, it was great. No, I'll definitely get this figure because it does look better than the Toys Era. I like the color green on it too. It is great.
Great.
Here's another one.
Well, before you go, do you want to discuss the So-So Toys business?
Oh yeah, tell everybody what the So-So Toys business is.
Well, the other week when we spoke, you said, "Oh, have you been on to 1/6 Kit?" And I ain't been on there for a while, so I was like, "All right, great, I'll add that on." Anywho, the person who owns 1/6 Kit put out like a statement saying that So-So Toys had been stealing head sculpts from people and not compensating them and all this kind of business, and accused So-So Toys of some very shady practices in the creation of their third-party materials, which was very interesting. I could read the statement out if you want me to.
Yeah, read the statement out. And the thing is, this was depressing because I really like So-So Toys a lot, and yeah.
Yeah, here we go. So I'll read this. So Kit from 1/6 Kit says, So-So Toys stolen Nut Pizz's sculpt and claim it's his own creation. And then they ask Vimal Kirketta to sculpt for them, but then they took his work and never paid him. So-So Toys' first figure was produced by 11. This is another person, by the way. He asked 11 to develop several projects afterwards. Again, they stole the prototype, take it to copy by another factory, never paid any development costs, and ignored 11. And one day, So-So Toys accused 11 of copying their work. After all the above, they also stole and recast Max Nutt's head sculpts, even copying original packaging, and sold it through TNS as an original Max Nutt product. So-So Toys also accused Felix Toys of recasting their 1/6 to 1/12 scale. So this great thief in 1/6 history steals everything from everyone, and they believe others do the same to him if somebody's working on the same character. There are a lot more stories, but I think the above is enough to explain why we don't carry So-So Toys. 11, Nutpiz, and Vimeo Coquetta are all my friends and well-known great artists. How can I continue to support a thief that's stolen from all my friends around me? You can ask these artists / brands if I'm telling the truth.
Wow. That's very disconcerting.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't like this.
No, considering how very favorably we've spoken of So-So Toys.
Yes, it's true. And I
think there has to be some
research done, and I heard that So-So Toys is also angry because they're doing a version of Idris Elba from Suicide Squad, and Thunder Toys is doing a version, and So-So Toys doesn't want anyone to buy the Thunder Toys version, and they're trying to get people to, or I don't know, some shenanigans there. Which I don't know, man. It's such drama.
I know, this is the drama in the collector's world. We just want good product. We want fair product as well, though.
Yes, that's what we want. We want fair product. That's a good way to put it. We don't want bad things to happen. Superhero Display says, "What do you all think of the M Toys Bane? No or
oh,
go?"
Hold on. Hey, Justin's just posted in the chat. He says most of those statements made by 1/6 Kit aren't true. They're the only site that don't carry So-So. Once Max not even accused me of stealing his work, which is ludicrous. Well, yeah, because you don't even create one in 6 figures. The Plit Thockens.
Wow, such drama.
So what is going on? Okay, I'm gonna have to look deeper into this. Now, I received this as yeah. I'm gonna speak to somebody. I know somebody speaks to me about this. I'm gonna speak to them about this.
Yeah, get down to the bottom of these things, man. Come on now.
Yes.
Well, I guess this brings us to the end then. We are at the end. True end.
Now the true end is here.
I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel via generous super chats and tips. Thank you so much. And I want to thank my moderators. I know Brian Hepburn is here. Lord Toth is here. Joshua Levesque is here. So thank you, gentlemen, for, I don't know if Louise X Sparrow is here, but it's all good. All good.
All good and hood.
And I want to thank, of course, you, Az, for streaming.
Yeah. Thank you for the chat. For all the belated birthday, happy birthdays in the chat. Appreciate that. Appreciate yours.
And I want to thank everybody for making pictures for the Scale Wars. And all of those things. And on that note, I will bring Fully Articulated episode 29 to an end. This has been fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. It has been fun. I'm going to look up Euler's Workshop and to see what kind of dioramas they make live on their channel. And I guess we would have to say, as always, be singer, be singer.
Be singer.
Adios. I'll bid you all adieu. This is odd.